Hey, what's up guys? Rage from ProGaming.com, and I'm here playing some League of Legends. This is going to be a new guide, a new series, giving you some tips on all roles: mid lane, top lane, jungling, bottom, support, AD, whatever you want to call it. So I'll be giving you guys a lot more tips on what to do in different situations. Now, I'm not saying I'm a fucking pro or I'm gonna be the best player ever. This is just kind of stuff that I've watched. I watch a lot of streaming. I watch way more streaming than I do playing, so I know a lot of tactics, I guess you can call it, for how to play the game. So I did pick Cho'Gath because I feel like Cho'Gath is a very decent counter to Singe, just because of Cho'Gath's passive, where when he last hits or kills anything, he does regain health. Now when Singe does his gas, I feel like it doesn't really affect me all that much, so because I'm able to last hit and gain health. So I feel like it's a very good counter, especially with our team comp being so squishy and we don't really have an initiator. I felt like Cho'Gath was an ideal pick. Now I don't have every single character in the game, so sometimes, you know, I can't play certain characters. I know Kennen is a huge counter to Singed, but I unfortunately don't own Kennen. And on top of that, I feel like Kennen wouldn't have been a great fit for team comp. So I did go with Cho'Gath, and as you can see, I do have the sweet Jurassic skin. It is pretty sweet, especially when I get my 6 stacks. I'm like a huge, big ass dinosaur. So it's pretty sweet. So pretty much I'm just going to be showing you guys things that I feel, you know, that you can focus on doing to get yourself out of the so-called ELO Hell. Now this is my first ranked game, so I don't even have a rating yet, but you know, I'm going to be working my way up to trying to get out of the ELO Hell, whatever you want to call it, and and I want to actually see that ELO Hell. I mean, everyone talks about it like it's just some terrible thing. So I want to see it. I mean, I see it in normal all the time with kids trolling, and you can get by it if you just play solid. And if you want to get out of ELO Hell, let me tell you how to get out. You got to do things that your team doesn't want to. So if your team isn't warding, then you need to ward. If your team, like even when you go to pick, if your team doesn't want to jungle or doesn't want to support, guess what? If you can, then you should, if you want to get out of ELO Hell. It's just doing the things that will help your team. I feel like, you know, you can get out of ELO Hell. So but anyways, pretty much this first part, I'm going to be skipping through this this game just because it was a 40-minute game, so I'll be skipping through this. Just pretty much this phase is just all about last hitting and all that. So right here I do notice Olaf is coming top, so I do back off a little bit, but I believe Singed did back, so I'm not too afraid of Olaf. Olaf doesn't really scare me at all. He doesn't do a lot of damage to me, and I can knock him up in the air and silence him to prevent him from doing anything to me that will, you know, possibly kill me. So I do notice Singed is teleporting in, so I do back out, especially with Olaf trying to chase me down. So, you know, I'm just going ahead and just last hitting, and pretty much what I want to focus on here is not getting dove and pretty much just trying to hit my Q if they do. But one of the big tips that I wanted, the reason why I picked out this clip was because if you are a jungler and you notice that the other jungle is like up top for this long, like you can just see how long Olaf is up here. What you can do is you can really counter jungle when you see the other jungler, especially doing what he's doing. He's not doing anything. He's not putting any pressure. It's not like you have to come up to help Cho'Gath at all. He doesn't really feel like he's threatened, and he's not doing anything and not diving where you have to cover him if he does dive. So this is a very good chance for you to counter jungle. That's why I picked that clip. So make sure you have a lot of map awareness. Now right here, our middle lane and our bottom lane did very, very well, and they got both the turrets. So Caitlyn's up here. We're trying to push this down, but you know, you can see that Sona's up here and Riven is up here as well. So we do back up a little bit. and go towards the tower because I feel like they want to dive us. And as Cho'Gath, I'm not afraid of giving Dove, really, just especially with these three people. They're not a lot of bursty characters. They don't really have a lot of CC. I mean, I guess with Riven and Sona, but it's nothing that I feel like I'm going to die to, especially because, you know, when I have Merc Treads, I do have a Megatron Cloak, and I am starting to build my Frozen Heart, so I'm pretty tanky, and I got a lot of health. I do have 4 stacks at the moment, so Caitlyn does flash over the wall there. Not really sure why she did that. She could have just netted. But hey, some players, you know, they don't know how to play the character. That's another thing too. Learn how to play a character if you want to get really good. So I do see like they want to dive here, and I'm just trying to get myself in a great position to be around the turret so it's hard for them to hit me. And Singe does go after Caitlyn, and I decide to go after Sona. I felt like I could have flashed there and maybe ate her and possibly killed her, but you know what? I wanted to save it. I wasn't sure where the enemy team was, so I do land my Q here, and it does kill Singed. So I go ahead and flash and silence Sona, so she can't really do anything, but it doesn't kill her. I was hoping I could get in range, but I eventually do kill her with my Q. Not surprised, I am surprised Malzahar did not chase me. I believe he could have killed me if he could have dropped his little pool down and ulted me on top of it, but like, again, some players just, they don't feel like, you know, they know their character all that well, and they don't take chances. I feel like taking chances a lot in this game is a very big thing. You know, taking chances is, especially when you're, I mean, if you know how to play your character and you feel like you can kill them, take a chance. You know, you never know. But just don't get caught, and don't get baited. That's like a hard thing to do. I was notifying, I was trying to say, hey guys, you know, drop a ward so I can teleport to it, but they were in a position to take Dragon, and they did end up getting 2 kills off this, and I do believe they end up getting 3 kills off of this team fight. So I took this advantage and decided to push top. Pretty much just, I shouldn't be like trying to just last hit and let my minions do all the damage. When you're trying to push and trying to split push, and you notice that, hey, 3 are dead, let me push as hard as I can. Use as much mana as you can, because you can just back, and by the time you get back up there, your top lane should be pushed if they decide to defend. So I do decide to use my spells here, and I do push, and I do end up doing some damage on this tower until Singed does teleport in. So I back and I tell everyone, hey, let's heal up and let's go ahead and Baron. Let's force a team fight. If they do try to come, I know we can win this fight because I am very tanky. I have Banshee's Veil now. I have a Wit's End, and I do have Frozen Heart, so I'm very tanky, and you know, if I initiate anything, we can win the fight. I do miss my Q here, and I know if I would have hit it, I would have gotten 2 kills, or at least the team would have gotten 2 kills there. So, you know, I'm not the greatest Cho'Gath in the world, but hey, give me a break. This is, you know, I don't play this game all that much. But when I do play it, I feel like I do pretty decent. I play very smart, and I just do things that is needed for the team. So we decided to just start pushing top here, and you know, I feel like we can dive this. We have all 5 here. There's only 3 of them there, so you know, I'm taking the tower hits. I should have turned off my R or my E, which I did. But we do end up taking the tower, and once again I miss my Q, and I do miss a lot here. And I feel like if I would have gotten it, we would have did very well. I do end up eating Olaf, and I ate him for breakfast, and I do back out, but Soraka does heal me up pretty well here. So I decided to go back in. Once again, I missed my Q, but I do land my W, and I take out Riven. And it seems like everyone wants to dive, so I'm like, hey, let's go for it. Let's try to get another kill here. And I'm not really sure why this Malzahar saved his ult for so long. He really could have gotten a kill on any one of us there if he would have just ulted and initiated. So I'm not really sure why he did that. Again, he wasn't taking a chance, and he was playing too scared. So I do ping the inhibitor and decide, hey, let's get the inhibitor. We're all pretty low. Let's go ahead and just back out here and heal up and just go ahead and push middle lane. So we do back out, we do buy, and you know, always let your team know, hey, good job, you know. Let them know, encourage them, and I feel like if you have good communication within your team, I feel like you guys can win, you know, any game pretty much if you just have a good team comp and everyone does well in their lanes. Which, you know, it's not always true. Sometimes you get the newbie boobies that are pretty terrible. So I do get blue for Swain, and I said, hey, let's just push right down middle. Looks like they're trying to counter push, but there's only 3 of them there, and it looks like Sona's trying to farm bot for some reason. So go ahead and just try to flank here. I see, you know, Swain not go for Malzahar, which I was kind of surprised that he did go for Olaf, but hey, we ended up getting him. So land my Q there, and we do end up taking out Singed. And once again, we just pushing right down the middle. We got 2 dead right now, and pretty much this game is over. That's exactly what is happening right now. You know, just go ahead and just push this. Malzahar is not going to stop us, especially with his items that he's built. So just go ahead and kill him there, and just go ahead and take the tower and push the inhib. And not really worried about Sona. You know, I tell my team, forget about her. Just, yeah, I mean, she's not going to base race us. So, but I hope you guys enjoy this. I'll be doing a lot more. I'd like to know what you guys would like to see from me. If you guys want to see a particular character, a jungler, or whatever, you know, post down below in the comments. And also make sure to like, comment, and favorite. It really helps us out a lot. I don't even know if that's a word. It really helps us out a lot. And make sure to subscribe. And also, please make sure to check out ProGaming.com. We do giveaways and all that stuff all the time. And once again, my name is Rage, and we'll see you guys online.
It brings